Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Jazz? Satsuki, how you doing? Amber, a client on here. Well, hello, Amber. Hello there, Miss Hair Goddess. Just wait a little bit for everybody to come on. I'm waiting on, good evening, Satsuki. Luminous Hair Studio. Good name. Hey, Amber. Opulent Glamour, hey there. Jessica. Hi from Northern Virginia. Drum right in the building. Wow, a lot of people jumping on. Thank you for the share, Miss Jazzy. Coming down there to get some Cajuns with you pretty soon, next month. Hey, finally. Listen, guys, I'm sitting here today and I'm waiting on my last. Appreciate the love, whoever those purple hearts are. Hello, Miss Choice. Hello, Hair Artistry. Thank you for the share, guys. Yo, yo. Hey, man, that was good stuff yesterday, boy. That was good stuff. Hey there, lady. Hey, Sharon from Phoenix City. Come by and visit. Come by and visit if you're in Phoenix City, Alabama. Oh, that boy. That boy. Young Shad Washington. The gang is all here. Today, guys, I want to talk about demis. And, I hear a lot of hairdressers still today. The number one deal, the number one problem is how do I get clientele? And I think we've got to challenge that artist in our mind and be sure that we are reminded. Guys, you went to school for a trade. And generally, you are viewed by the government. You are viewed by your clients. You are viewed by many people as an independent contractor. Okay, Sharon, hope to see you soon. You're viewed by many people as a business. Yet a lot of times I think we want to run our chair like only a technical person, and that's where the problem lies. That we're saying, well, where are the clients? Because we're looking for, I don't know, avant-garde. A lot of times we're looking for, 10 colors in the head all the time, 1-inch bang all the time, mohawk out to here, and that's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it if it came in every day. But the reality is that it doesn't come in every day. The reality is that, polka dot hair doesn't come in every day. And if we want to view it as a business, we've got to start viewing certain things in our business that can give us consistent, hello there, Jai Hair Company, consistent business. And one thing that I've always preached to my team, and I preach to people, that anybody that learns from me, is Demi Permanent Haircolor can be your part-time job, man. Demi Permanence, man, and the things that you can do and how you view Demi Permanent Haircolor can be a part-time job. What do I mean by that? I mean, there's generally two types of demis. There's cream. I'm not talking about like direct dyes like stains, like Vivids and Intensities from Joico and the stuff we used to use back in the day, or may still use today, Adore, Jazzing. Those are like direct dyes. They sit on the top of the cuticle. They sit on the surface of the hair. I'm talking about demis that actually crack through the outer layer of cuticle and actually stain the outer of the cortex of the hair, which give a more long-lasting color. And they can be used a bunch of different ways. You just got to click that switch on in your mind, and you're going to hear me talk about that a lot, man, that every client is a color client. Everybody is a color client. One of the first obvious ways, well, the two types are cream, and they're very popular now, where Pravana even uses their permanent dye as, well, a dye. People don't realize the difference, right? So there's semi or direct dye, but demi-permanent is for longer lasting. If you think about the word demigod, a demigod is like Hercules was a demigod. He was half human and half god, right? So a demi-permanent kind of functions like a semi-permanent, but it really has more lasting power like a permanent color, but it doesn't lift. So it just deposits color. And here's a great analogy that I used recently in a group of hairdressers is if you think about the bank. The bank, you either deposit or withdraw, right? Semi-permanent and demi-permanent withdraw. Excuse me, they deposit. So when you deposit money into the bank, that's a good thing, right? Right. That's not a bad thing when you add money in. The problem is when you take money out. So with permanent hair color and lighteners, we take money out. We take pigment out. We take strength out. So you really want to get in the habit of anytime you're using a permanent, just like in the bank, anytime you take some money out, put money back in. Always deposit back in. So if you're lifting with a lightener, lifting with a permanent color, always finish with a deposit, and know that the client who's fearful of withdrawal type color, right, permanent color that can be hurting to the account or hurting to the hair, always let them know that they have two options with semi-permanent and demi-permanent color to deposit only that don't hurt the hair. They're actually tremendously conditioning and they help. And that's a great way to let every client know, yo, you're a color client who doesn't want deposit? Who doesn't want extra money, right? So you want to be able to view it in a different way than just highlighting, just bleach, just withdrawal or taking away. View demi-permanent as a viable source to add to your services. The first way you can use the demi-permanent, and remember I said there's cream, and then you have more the liquid color. Everybody's kind of familiar with Shades EQ or Beth Minardi color. That's a liquid. And I'm going to tell you guys, that one is a little bit more conditioning because it's acidic. It's further down the scale. It's between 0 and 7. The cream hair color, even though it's low ammonia or no ammonia, it's still slightly alkaline. It goes up the scale a little bit, the way it's formulated. So if you want even more conditioning, more shine, go with the liquid color like Beth Minardi or Shades EQ. But let's just talk about demi as a whole. Demi-permanent, the first way that it can go is to enhance. Listen, man, black, dark brown or chocolate, coppers are gorgeous in the summer or fall. Even if they have level 1 or level 2 hair, to give that tint or that shade of copper or plum or eggplant or purple or any of those type of glosses, they give you anything 5 and below, level 5 and below demi-permanent. It involves a developer, generally 5 volume or 10 volume, right? But it can give you that enhance or deepen the shade. And that's like how you traditionally use it, right? You just want to deepen the black, deepen the chocolate, deepen the red, deepen the copper. You want to view that as a separate service. Why is that separate? Because another way to view it is if you're doing clients that are pretty much, we're doing it a lot more now with natural hair. They're refreshing their roots to copper, to brown, to red. Then they want to redo, and I call that an equalizing service. So I want to equalize, I want to equal out, I want to retouch your roots and then refresh or equalize the ends. That's separate. That's a second way to view it, not just all over, but if I want to refresh the ends after I redo the roots. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of hairdressers today are 30 years old and under, and they don't view silver foxes as viable clients. Let me be very clear. College girls don't really have no money. Can I get an amen? Looking for college girls to come in and girls that go to the club on Friday and Saturday nights, they ain't got no money, man. You don't got money? 40, 50, 55, grandmothers. I love to do polka dot hair, and I'm just being funny when I say stripe and polka dot hair, but grandmothers pay the bills, and if you're honest with yourself, that's who pay them rent. That's who pay the rent, and they have natural hair now, and they want to retouch the roots, and then you can equalize the service, right? Thank you. You know what I'm saying? Amen's all over the board. Let's get honest. You know what I mean? That the stuff that we're seeing on Instagram, that's one of the reasons why we're slow, is because we're only waiting for Nicki Minaj to walk through the door. That's not where the cake at, man. So, I mean, a third way to do it is right when I'm leading into great coverage. The first of the month checks, you better believe it. They're not consistent. I have not promoted to college girls since my first year. Once I realized, I'm going to tell you how I use college girls. I use them for marketing. I use them for imaging. But I am not expecting them to come as no client. They want stuff for free. I need you to have a job. Is Amber, are you still on here? Is Amber? Amber's one of my clients. Ambi baby. She is a client. She has a job. She has gorgeous hair. You know what I mean? That's 25 and up, man, is what we want to do. And those clients, they don't want to see gray. That's your third way to use it. So your silver foxes and anybody that's got to be gray blending or gray coverage, guys, you got to market that as a separate service. So Think about it. Who can't come in and doesn't want deeper black, deeper brown, deeper reds, deeper coppers? Who doesn't want to equalize old ends that are porous and want to be refreshed? Who doesn't want gray coverage? That's already 3 ways to use the same demi-permanent color that has a high return of investment. A high return of investment. You should be charging at least half of what your wash and set costs. How much do you charge for demi-permanent color? I would charge at least half of what you charge for your wash and set. If you're charging $50 for a wash and set, a demi-permanent should be $25 extra. Honestly, it should be about $30 around the board. And I'm in a small city. Let me say this too, man. I'm not in Atlanta. I'm in Columbus, Georgia. It's less than 500,000 people in my city. So that idea that you got to be in a big city in order to charge, that's foolish, man. That's foolish. It should be, if you're charging $50 for a blowout, $60 for a blowout, bust it in half, that's how much you should be charging for a demi-permanent color. Look what just happened. 60 turned into 90 that quick. 20 more minutes. Yo, get with it, man. Demis is your part-time job. Demis. What's another way to use it? Gray coverage. I charge 30, blowout for 65. That's a good price, L. Turner. So now she's walking out at 95, and she ain't gonna keep that $5. She's gonna give you that. So now you got $100, keeping it 100. Shouts out to L. Turner, right? So another way to think about it outside of gray, every demi-permanent line has a clear. There you go, clear for shine. Sasuke, you already on it. Every demi-permanent line has a clear. Think about it. When you get your nails done, no good nail tech lets you leave without a clear coat on top. What's that for? Shine, protection, and to keep the color underneath it to last longer. You can get a clear bomb, even if you don't want to charge them the full price. You can add that on at the bowl. You don't even got to mix that with bowl and brush. Put that in your hand with a conditioner. Let that sit on there for 10, 15, 20 minutes. And now you just put a clear coat or like a cellophane on top of the hair. You can charge 15, 20 for that. Now you just went from 55 to 75. I'm talking about by the time you did this, if you had 40 clients and you had 20 of them, just half of them a week to give you an additional $25 for a demi, 20 times 25, what's that? What's that? 20 times 20 is 400. So you're talking about somewhere around 500 extra bucks. That's a part-time job. That's better than a part-time job. But we got to click the switch on and stop talking about the clients ain't coming through the door. They're in your chair. Add on an extra service with demi-permanent color and view everybody that comes through the door. Everybody get a demi. Everybody. And finally, the last thing is how much do you charge to round brush? I just charge, round brush is a technique. So I don't charge extra to round brush. It's just if I am blowing her out and her hair can stand the round brush, if she wants more volume, I'll add that in. I just have a base charge, not a base charge, but I have a charge for conditioning, for treatments, and depending on if I use the flat Denman or the round brushes, I'll use that. I hope that answers your question. The last way that you can use a demi-permanent hair color, guys, is for toning. Like, it's some bad hair color out there. There's some bad blondes out there. It's a lot of people lifting, brassy. When can I see your work? Where can I see your work? You can go to my website at raymondtorregano.com. You can go to, and I think it's in my bio. You could also go to Instagram and just punch in Torregano, Torregano. Gotcha. Loving this video. I love you on YouTube. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Thank you. I forgot. And YouTube. I got like 50 something videos on YouTube. That's where I started. Shout out to everybody, man, that's been following on YouTube for years. And we're cranking it up, man. I'm just letting everybody know, just a kind of precursor to what's going on. I have decided as of late, guys, I'm full-time education, part-time hair. So I'm only in the salon 3 days a week. So you're going to be seeing a lot more periscopes, a lot more workshops. Everything is about to crank up. But finally, guys, toning blondes. Get familiar with ash toners. Get familiar with rapid 5-minute toners that are like level 10 translucent toners. Yes, toning helps cancel out color, right? So if you see red, get an ash toner and change your life. If you see orange, get a blue-based toner and change your life. If you see a yacht since day one, that's what's up, Miss Choice. Awesome, love you. Good luck in all your endeavors. Thank you, Smooth Moves, Health. Toning is another way to seal the deal, right, with violet. And I would tell you, really get in the habit of cool toners. Purple, blue, and green-based toners are the way to go because brass, copper, red, and yellow are what we're fighting most of the time. I'm so glad I was able to catch you. Yay, long Long-time YouTube follower. Appreciate that. Xander Orb. Yeah, so let's recap, right? Toning, gray coverage. I need your help with hair color. I'm here. Plug into the Gmail list right now at torregano.gmail.com. Torregano.education@gmail.com. I'm only going to be announcing the education workshops to the Gmail guys, so I'm not going to be letting them know on Instagram. The Gmail or the tribe is going to get it first. The family's going to get it first for at least the first few. So if you're not on the mailing list, it's going to look like I'm being shady. So join the mailing list, torregano.education@gmail.com. But toning, clear coat, gray coverage, equalizing, and enhancing. That's 5 different ways to use one tube of color that you can get like a 500% return of investment on. It's not that we slow. We waiting for a certain kind of client. Y'all, we got to wake up. Corrective color is where I make the bulk of my money. I push color into all my stylists, all of them. That sounds like a salon owner. I got to get on the mailing list. Yes. Thank you, Satsuki, for that. Satsuki, I'm dropping it tonight. No lie. I'm dropping the date tonight. Thank you, Curlistic. Repeat that again. Torregano.education. It should be flowing across the screens, guys. What was that camera that just went on? What was that? There was a camera over here by the hearts. Yo, that's by the way, guys. If you haven't gotten an update, Periscope has an update where now you can fast forward and rewind in the replay. So go to the Play Store and go to the the App Store, and it's an update and it's getting better. They're getting it better for us, guys. They're trying out some different things. So when you get off of this line, go get the update, and now you can fast forward. Torregano. Thank you, Jazz. Thank you. Screenshot. Yes, I screenshot your email. Join right now, guys. I'm going to be dropping the dates for the education tonight. That was a screenshot. Oh, that was a screenshot. That's what the camera was. Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool. Somebody do that again. Let me see that again. Sorry, I screenshot the email. Somebody screenshot it so I can see that. That was pretty cool. Boom, there goes another camera. That's cool. Hi from Russia. That's what's up. So, Demi Permanence, guys, really quickly, think about it. Another way, I'm not going to get into it on this video, is, hello, Ray, you're awesome. Oh, what's going on, Mimi? My Tuesday morning girlfriend. That's my girlfriend on Tuesday morning. Shout out to them clients, man. Shout out to an every week client like Mimi Judge, man. Shout out to that, man. We can't pay the bills without them, man. Can't pay the bills. Don't ever take them for granted, those people that are coming. Look on your schedulicity. Look on your online booking. People that are coming more than 25 times a year, you better bless them around Christmas. You better do something for them. You know what I'm saying? We got people that come once a year and we calling them our clients. I need people 25, 30 times a year. Man, that's like family. You better take care of them. So shout out to Mimi if she's still on here. I love Cash Paris. Yeah. Me too, man. That's a lot of what you see in me is because of that dude, man. Customer appreciation, absolutely. So I was about to say another way to really get it in as a part-time job, guys, is brows. You know, I'm the color guy now, but at one time I was the brow man. You know, I'm still a brow beast, and I'm going to be bringing it back to the game. I'm not mad at lashes or makeup, but brows, they doing that twice a month. Sometimes every week they want brows done. And we're not charging $5 no more. So you think about that. Think about a wax pot, you buy that once a year. That's it. You buy strips like twice a year. Huge return of investment, guys. So the money's there. We just got to wake up. Someone please put up the Gmail again one more time. Torregano, TORREGANO, period, education@gmail.com. I can't do lashes. What up? Cash Parish in the building. Yeah, I did them and I know how, but I'm going to have, yo, Kimberly Dickinson just signed up. If you're online, I just saw you on the Gmail. Is this Periscope thing not amazing? I'm talking about the Gmail, and if Kimberly Dickinson, you're on this line, you just came up on my phone. That is crazy. That's crazy. People asking me why I'm not on YouTube, because I'm on Periscope. I'm just telling you, this thing is hot. Yes, wake us up. I love your videos. Hey, Cash. Yeah, so Cash, that's you got a new friend over there with Miss Sharon over there in Phoenix City, and Satsuki, absolutely. So, guys, I hope that helped. Demi Permanent Color is your part-time job. There's 5 different ways to play it. Go for the acidic ones, the liquid, Shades EQ, Minority, but the tube is awesome too. And another thing about demis is you can stretch them longer because generally their ratio is higher, 1 to 1.5 or 1 to 2. So you can use more of the developer. And I love Cash too. Yeah. He got a fan club. He a beast. Go get his book, man. I haven't done my review just yet, man, but the book is amazing. Got Clientele. It's on Kindle. You can also download it on the Kindle app on your iPad. So you can get a book for less than a cup of coffee that was 1 to 2 ratios. Absolutely. You can get a book that's less than a cup of coffee that can tell you, listen, this is how you approach getting clientele. So shout out to Cash Parrish, man. Loving the book. It's amazing, man. I'm so proud of you, dog, to drop a book, a real book that's out there on Amazon. Go to Amazon and punch in Cash Parrish. I bought the book. Shout out to Satsuki for that. Thank you, sweetie. If I could have $1 for every hearts right now. Yeah, they coming. They are coming. This is crazy. Thanks, my friends. So I'm out, guys. I'm just trying to fill up my clients, but join the mailing list tonight. I'm dropping the dates tonight. I'm dropping the initial date. It's going to be a date in on December, but the details of it and how you can sign up for it, you're only going to know about those details on the Gmail. I'm not letting it know on Instagram, not yet. We got to take care of the tribe first. The Torgano tribe gets it first. Instagram gets it later on. So we're taking care of that, and you guys take care. Have an awesome night. How can I join again? Torgano@education@gmail.com. Ebony, you should already be on there, Ebony Jewel. You should already be on there, ma'am. Thanks for the knowledge. Thanks you again, Curlatistic. Yeah, we're going to drop that later on tonight. I'm going to finish up the clients and get home. Yeah, Ebony, you should already be on there. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, April. Haven't seen you in a while. Classes in Columbus, Georgia. Yes, they're going to be at my studio. We're going to do things a little bit different. I'm going to travel later on in 2016, but the education is going to be at my spot. I want you to see how I do it in the environment that I am. We're going to have some, you know what I mean? We're going to have a good time. It's intimate, and it's going to be first come, first serve, guys. Each seminar, each session is only 10 people. So the space is only 10 people. I'm not going to overdo it. So if you wait to do it, you're going to have to wait to the next one. So if you want to come to the first one, we're only dropping it to 10 folks. So see you Tuesday. Yes, ma'am, Mimi. We'll see you Tuesday. Curl Smooth, no health, no problem. Thank you. And I'm going to take care, guys. Thank you for the Gmails going across the stream. I appreciate that, man. Yo, man. Every client is a color client. Torgano Education. Better hairdressers, better salons, better lives. Take care.